Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I want to talk about some interesting changes that Blizzard decided to make to Legion Remix, including some big buffs for the different DPS and healers, and also more infinite power that you will be able to obtain from world drops. So this is something that is happening right now with the release of the second phase of Legion Remix. Just as a quick reminder, with this second phase, you now have access to the Nighthold raid. So here, as you can see, you can go and you will be able to do the Nighthold in all the different difficulties. And you will also have the return to Karazhan. So you have the lower and upper part of this dungeon that will be available. With that, you have access to 4 new infinite knowledge points. And you also have access to some of the new rewards, including these new mounts right here, which are really nice. So basically, you can do all these new things right now because phase 2 is now live. So when it comes to the main changes that I want to talk about, this is first the most important one. So here, as you can see, non-tanks are getting an absolute massive buff in Legion Remix, Mythic Plus, including double health, more damage reduction, and more. So when you will be doing Mythic Plus, basically you will be able for DPS and healers to get plus 100% health, which is kind of crazy. Then the damage taken for healers and DPS will be reduced by 33%. And then also damage done for DPS will be increased by 10% and also for healers. And healers will also be able to absorb increased healing by 10%. So this is kind of crazy because it means that now hopefully DPS and healers will also be competitive in Mythic Plus. It doesn't remove anything from the tanks. Actually, tanks also are getting an increased 10% healing received from overplayers. So I think this is good. And I'm just happy that overall they didn't decide to nerf tanks in order to just make it more equal, but that they're looking into buffing healers and DPS instead. I think this is the right way to look at this issue. And hopefully now with this change, if you didn't want to play a tank and you prefer to play a DPS, and especially if you're playing on a class that simply can't tank, you will be able to be a little more competitive and hopefully you won't die super fast when doing some higher keys in Mythic Plus. Now, the other very interesting change is regarding the different sources for infinite power and the fact that you will be able to get more of it when doing world content. Because right now, really the main source is definitely by doing the different raids and also the daily activities. So here, as you can see, first of all, level 80 time runners will now receive fragmented mementos of epoch challenges that will allow you to get some infinite power when you combine 100 of them as loot for the following content: world bosses, rare enemies daily, and emissary quests. Then also completing the fully content with heroic world tier enabled will award higher quantities of fragmented mementos, world bosses, and rare enemies. So here, for instance, I just killed this rare, and as you can see, I received 3 of the different fragmented memento of epoch challenges. So I think this is overall really good because it means that now you can just go around and literally just kill all the rares that are available in all the different zones, and there's tons of them. And normally, just by doing that every day, you will be able to get tons of these different fragmented mementos and infinite power at the same time. Also, for those of you who are not sure what are the different daily emissary quests, these are these ones right here. So as you can see now, they will reward you with 20 fragmented memento of epoch challenges. So this is something that you should definitely do every day. Before that, it didn't rewarded you with like a lot of things, but now it should definitely be part of your daily rotation. You just need to complete 4 of the different world quests in the specific zone. And like that, you will then be able to get these daily rewards. And of course, you can do all 3 of them at the same time if you want. You will just get 1 additional one every day. So all in all, I think this is a really good change and hopefully it will help players to also get even more infinite power. Let me know in the comments what you think about all these different changes and overall if you're happy or not with Legion Remix so far. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime I wish you all a great day. Bye!